Welcome to Dejobnik.
And for more, let's bring in a spokesman for the Israeli government, David Mencer. Sir, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it. The Prime Minister said the majority of Israelis support his policies. However, a report from the Director of National Intelligence said, quote, distrust of Netanyahu's ability to rule has deepened and broadened across the public from its already high levels before the war, and we expect large protests demanding his resignation and new elections. And according to a poll published by Channel 12, 64% of Israelis support early elections. What say you about this and your reaction? Do you think the Prime Minister will commit to early elections?
Well, I'll tell you, Tracy, I'm here on the ground, and what I see around me here in Israel is unity. Unity for the government's objectives of really ridding this whole area, this whole region of Hamas. Secondly, of course, and concurrently, returning our hostages. And thirdly, making sure that Hamas never again is a problem to the people of Israel. Ever again. So I would say the reality on the ground is there is unity on these war aims, and that is the most important thing you should focus on.
And of course, we know what Netanyahu said about Senator Schumer's comments. Has there been any reaction from Israelis to that?
Well, to be frank, a lot of us are a little bit surprised. Israel is, of course, a sovereign nation with rules and laws. And we, the people of Israel, will decide when there are elections. So, of course, there will be elections at the right time, in due course. But it's not for anyone else outside of this country to interfere in internal Israeli politics.
David, I want to talk about something else now. European Union's foreign policy chief, Joseph Burrell, he recently made comments regarding Israel's humanitarian aid into Gaza. Let's listen to his statement, and then I want your comments on the back end.
Israel is provoking famine. Oh, how do you say that? What evidence do you have? Come on, what evidence do I have? Hundreds of trucks are waiting to enter. It is unacceptable. Starvation is used as a weapon of war. Yes, starvation is used as a weapon of war.
David, your reaction to that?
Well, that is a dreadful slur, and it doesn't simply bear any relation to the facts on the ground. Before this war, there were about 70 food trucks alone going into Gaza. Just today, there were 239, an average of about 200 every day. Hundreds and thousands of tons of humanitarian aid have gone into Gaza.
And David, another thing I want to touch on is the raid on Shifa Hospital in central Gaza. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I can tell you that my latest information is that the raid is ongoing. We know that today we've apprehended around 80 people. We've killed around 20 terrorists, the most notable of whom is Faik Mubkhash, who is the internal security commander of Hamas.
And David, speaking of peace, I understand there are talks that are happening right now in Doha. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I can tell you that very short time ago, the Prime Minister convened a meeting with the Israeli negotiators, instructing them on our war aims, which are, of course, to release the hostages.
And we're going to leave it right there. David Mencer, thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, stay informed and inspired. This is Dejobnik signing off.